All right, what's up, guys? So, cause I was just making sure, like, that my OBS it wasn't acting up or anything. But anyways, a matter of crime has uploaded a video titled "Employee fakes crying after getting caught scamming employer out of $3,000." That's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. Yeah, that's why I'm like, at a job, we could crack jokes, we can laugh, we could do this, we could chop it up, whatever the situation is. When it gets to a point where my money is being involved, and I'm like, where is your money? How come you're not doing this? It's like, yeah, that's something where it's like, I don't trust people when it comes to money. Somebody contacts me talking about, oh yeah, let's just invest your money. I'm like, you invest your money. I'll see when you become a millionaire, and then that's when I'll invest my money. But I'm like, when you go out and you buy a Lamborghini like it's a box of cereal at a store, then yeah, then that's when I'll invest my money on whatever it is. But you're not gonna scam me, okay? So anyways, yeah, let's go ahead, check out this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to A Matter of Crime for more videos like this. And with that being said,
I'm sure they could hear us out here. Here to talk to you. All right. I'm Deputy Frankie with the Sheriff's Office.
I pay the money back, please. I can't go to jail. That's all my grandma and everything. I can't go to jail.
You got $3,100?
It's using your. It's like, don't use a dead relative as an excuse. It's like, I imagine if that's why I say I'm like, and I imagine if your grandmother was here, she would tell you can't be doing those stuff like that. So
you pay me so I can do something.
That's not on my hands. That's on them. But they want evidence right now.
On January 8th, 2023, officers responded to a minor fraud scheme at a local Burlington coat factory, where an employee decided to steal from their employer. Here's how it worked. The employee would work as a cashier during the day and, during breaks, select various clothing items. When back at the register, she would ring up the clothing as if making a legitimate purchase, but just before the amount was marked as paid, she would suspend the transaction, making it appear as though the items were paid for. She also recruited other employees to participate in this fraud.
That's crazy. Why would you mess your job up like that? Like, fam, the thing is this. I get it. We're in struggling times right now, but there are other ways of making money, bro. Like, I would go, like, I'm saying there's a lot of things that I would do before I go and put my job in jeopardy. So I'm just saying. Like, that's when you get like a secondary job, part-time job, something. It's like, now you're gonna put yourself in a situation where you done lost this job, and it might be difficult for you to get another job. Because then they're gonna be asking, like, well, how'd you lose this the last job? Oh, I was just scamming people. It's like, oh, okay, well, you can walk right out, because we're not gonna hire you.
I'm all right, that, man. Yep.
Dang, that's how big Burlington Coat Factory is?
When officers arrived, the manager explained exactly how the fraud worked. The suspect decided to recruit almost everyone on the entire shift to steal various clothing items and make the transactions appear as if they were paid for. She got away with this for almost 3 weeks, but what she didn't know was that loss prevention could see all suspended transactions, which made their scheme easy to uncover.
She was always the cashier. Like, she was always.
My thing is this, like, because I imagine if you own a business, like, just, I guess, talking to her, you own a business, you get all these receipts saying that, oh, this item was purchased, this item was purchased, and this item was purchased, but you're seeing them items on the shelves. You're seeing, like, your inventory, and also on top of that, you're not getting any money. Money is being taken out the register. So that's something where you would have to sit down and think, like, something ain't adding up, something ain't right. Like, what's going on here? You're gonna pay attention to those types of things, like, especially, yeah, if this is your business. So that's something that she should have known. Like, if you, my thing is this, let's say you have somebody that's going into your purse, wallet, wherever, or even going into your bank account, and they taking money out, you're all like, okay, what's going on? Why is my money being... That's how they're seeing this. Like, why is money being taken out? Items is being charged, but they're not even, they're not going nowhere. It's like, what's going on right now?
The other associates, I haven't found any where they're hooking her up. She's just the cashier, so she's really admitted to like $3,000, which is about what I came up with. So a minimum of $3,000 she allowed to leave the store by not properly ringing it.
Oh, so she, I don't know why I was like,
put it on
when
here.
reading the
Like,
title, I thought she
put-
was stealing from like an employee,
This
but
is her,
she's stealing,
so she's
okay.
responsible for, let's just say, $3,000. The other one, from what I can see,
Employer meaning like her job,
16
but
of that is what
anyways.
this associate walked out with. And this one here is like a former associate she recently quit.
So
That's
that-
just their names. I just had all the other associates' names.
But that person you have prison here today, she was involved in all the
She
transactions.
was involved in all. She was the cashier.
So she was the cashier. So she was like letting the employee leave with all those stuff.
She would ring some of the stuff up, or it looks, if anybody's looking, it looks like everything's getting rang, but then instead of cashing it out, they would hit suspend, so it just suspends the transaction, but she still gave them the stuff and they walked out, they never paid for it.
Like on this here, that's every one of these are items taken, or
Yeah, none of that was paid for.
Okay, that's what I just want to make sure.
Yes.
Oh, so she was just giving away
Rules
stuff for
31.
free. Wow.
Generic statement.
Yeah, but it's not sworn to us. It's
No,
just-
I didn't know if you needed it.
Give me one second.
It's like, yeah, the machines, like the credit card or cash registers, they copy that stuff. Like, people, you really gotta work in retail to understand, or just working a job where you are working around the cash register. Because even when I was working at that cafe in Seattle, they, like, the credit, or the credit card machine too, but the cash register, because it was like separated, but the cash register, like, it shows up, like, so, like, let's say for an example, I go in there, I get me like a carton of milk or something, right? And I don't pay for it. And let's say if I decide like, oh, I'm going to use my credit card to pay for it. And it's like, yeah, the credit card would show, like the machine would show that I didn't make no transactions. And then on top of that, then it'll show up on the register. So it's like, okay, where'd that carton of milk go? It's like, nah, bro, you got to pay for that. Otherwise, I would get arrested for a carton of milk. It sounds crazy, but I'm just saying it's one of those things where it's like, jokes aside. Yeah, it's like cash registers and credit card machines, they're going to calculate. They're going to keep that stuff, so.
At least let me make contact with her, what's going on. I'm sure.
Because, like, let's say if you got overcharged for something, you would say, hey, no, you need to check that cash register or the credit card machine.
All right. I'm Deputy Frankie with the Sheriff's Office. Well, unfortunately, there's no choice. You're going today.
Can I pay the money back, please? I can't go to jail. That's off my grandma and everything. I can't go to jail.
You got $3,100?
I can pay payments. I can do something.
That's not on my hands. That's on them. But they want right now. They're prosecuting.
Can I please make payments? I can't go to jail. I can't. I just love my
Thought about
grandma
that.
this morning. I can't.
Or you stealing and stuff.
Well, I mean, I can't, like I said, I go into corporate.
It's like, it's just messed up, though, to, like, the job where it's like they take a chance on you and you mess it up because you trying to make some extra cash or whatever. And it's like, as stuff like that, it's just, it's messed up.
I can't go to jail. I really can't go to jail.
I
I'm a
understand.
single mom. I can make payments. I can do a payment plan. Please just talk to them. I can't go to jail.
Right, and I did, I know it's tough, but I did, and they, it's. they make that
Please, can you
decision.
call them back and talk to them and explain to them? I can't go to jail, sir. I can't.
I will call them back, but I don't know that it's gonna,
Please,
because I tell them
just talk to
everything.
them. I can't go to jail. I can't.
I will call them, but just talk to this guy while
He
he's
gonna take
here,
me
maybe.
to jail.
Well, first we're going to talk, and then we'll go from there.
First, and just, but I will go step out and call. But like I said, I did tell them all that ahead of time,
I can make payment
They
plans.
based on,
I can do anything. Just tell them, please don't
I
take me to
understand,
jail.
I understand.
I was wrong. Please don't take me to jail.
Okay,
Please.
we'll talk to this guy, all right?
And it's like, my thing is this, because she said that she's a single mom, and it's like, okay, what would you do if your kid was doing this? Like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know, I guess seeing her in this situation, she would probably be getting on her kid, like, why'd you get caught? Like, she probably would condone it, but it's like, my thing is this, you wouldn't even want to see your kid getting no lifestyle like that. So it's like, it's just the way that she sounds, and it's like, I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it's like the way that she sounds like a kid, she sounds like a child, and it's like, okay, you're at an old enough age to know that stealing is wrong. You wouldn't want nobody doing this to you, so why do it to us? And it's like, my thing is this, like, I guess, like, yeah, you might be a little bit more forgiving than we are, but it's like, okay, we let you go, then it's like, you go and tell everybody, oh yeah, I was stealing at my old job, they didn't do nothing, then they come to our place, and they start stealing all that, and it's like, that's ruining our business. So that's one of those things where it's all like, no, I'm sorry that it has to be you that we have to set an example with, but it's like, I'm saying, you put yourself in this situation. If you want to go to jail, you shouldn't steal from us, so.
All right, what's your name, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to read you Miranda because we are going to talk. So just make sure you acknowledge everything that I say, all right? You have the right to remain silent and not answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any statement must be freely and voluntarily given. Do you understand? I just need a yes or no.
Yes.
Okay. You have the right to an attorney of your choice or a court-appointed attorney before you make any statement or any question. Do you understand?
Yes.
I can make no promise to induce you to make a statement. This must be in your own free will. Do you understand?
Yes.
Any statement can and will be used against you in a court of law. Do you understand your rights so far?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to speak to me what happened? Because we got a lot of stuff here. So, would
It
you
can
like
count
to
as a
talk to me
felony, I
about
guess,
what's going
depending
on?
on how much it is. Like, in different states and places and stuff. But
I'm sorry?
I was wrong.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know you've spontaneously uttered that a few times. What I'm getting at is, okay, so we have all these transactions that were not rung up. Okay? You with me so far?
Yes.
And some of these were for employees that work here, correct? Okay, so do you want to explain, like we have one that's on layaway, like what happened? What happened here? I mean, did you ring it up and just let them walk out and not pay for the product? Is that what's happening?
You.
Okay. And he's gonna call corporate, so nothing's official yet, but we are gonna talk, because so they've got you. They say about almost $3,100 in items so far.
But like I don't even know half of them people. I told it might was a mistake for some of them, but they're saying that the receipt came out after they put their card there, and the receipt came out. I didn't know if I suspended or not. I just explained that to them. Some of them people I don't even know.
Oh, explain. I don't understand what you mean by suspend. That's what I don't understand. What does that mean? So, like this one here has your name, right?
Yes.
So this was a transaction for 13 items on the 28th, right? So, and it says status suspended. What does that mean?
The transaction was suspended.
Okay, was that a declined card or?
Let me see what it
nah. My thing is this. It's like, look, she looked older than me, and I ain't even trying to say on no disrespectful stuff, but she looked older than me. I've been in the play. This is something I feel like I have never admitted to or have said in video streams, podcasts, anywhere. I've been to places where my card has declined. I remember being at GameStops and my card declined. It is embarrassing. It is messed up, and it's one of those things where I'm like, I cannot have this situation happen again. I got my money up, all right? I started working. I was putting in work. I started saving, and I was like, okay, so next time I go into a store and I go to buy something, I know I have the money. So it's like the last time I remember my card declining, it wasn't even because I didn't have no money. It was actually because the card, the company that I go through for the like bank and the credit card and things. I sound like I'm stumbling and fumbling over my words. Just keep following me, okay? This is the truth, all right? But anyways, no, yeah, the card, they forgot to send me out a new card, and so I remember I think I went to go get me a Red Bull or something, and yeah, they was like card declined, and I'm like, I know I got more than $3. Like, this ain't nothing but a $3 drink. But anyways, it's like overall that's something that you just know. You know the difference between when the credit card machine says card approved and card declined. If that thing says card declined, that means you ain't got the money for it. That's something you should know. It ain't like that's like, oh, due to a lack of education or whatever. It's like, no, you know that's like, okay, when you say when you go to a store or you go to a place of business and it says card approved, that person ain't chasing you down talking about, oh, your card was approved. No, they're gonna chase you down when the thing says your card declined. That's why you're in situations like this. You ain't gonna be in a situation like this if your card's approved. If they done called the cops on me because I paid for my stuff, I'm like, nah, man, what's going on? I'm definitely, Ashton Kutcher done brought back Punk. I'm being arrested because I paid for my stuff. So if I had stole my stuff, I got the key to the city or something. It's like, come on now.
No, I just canceled the whole transaction.
All right, so you suspended that transaction, right? So your
that's when you put
end
the
of day
items
count is not looking for that money because that transaction was suspended, correct? So we have a total of So it's like $103. So, did you allow the product to leave the store?
Yes.
Okay. Did you know that the transaction was suspended?
Yes.
Is that something you?
This the one, no.
Well, this is the one that
She
says.
used, one person used the card. She put her card in, but the receipt still came out. He said, I put suspended. So the receipt still came out. So he said, I suspended it, and the items did leave the store.
Okay, so the transaction was suspended. You knew it was suspended. And
Not this one. It's another one that I knew was suspended.
okay, so regardless, how does it go in suspended? Is it because the payment wasn't accepted, or there was no payment, or is it something you have to do?
You can press F2F. You can press your number on there and it's suspended.
Okay, so that's happened, and so you knew that this transaction was suspended for whatever reason, and you allowed the product to leave? I'm sorry?
Not on all of them because the receipt will come out. If they put their phone right there, it won't tell me if you want to pay. It's just the receipt will come out.
Okay, but does it always have suspended? I mean, every one of these receipts has suspended on them.
That's what the system said.
Okay, and I also have one here, I'm looking for it, that was a layaway, that they came back in the next day, that layaway was then canceled, and then the product still left the store.
So you stole it.
So I guess where I'm getting at here is, I mean, you're knowing allowing this stuff to leave the store, correct?
The layaway, yes.
So why would you do that?
I told her I was helping a person.
Are you getting any kickback for that? Are they giving you anything for this product, or? And how long you work for Burlington?
I started in March.
In March?
Yes.
So like March, dang. So like 5 months since like you just let a job go like that. Like that's crazy. Like, I don't know what the paychecks are like at Burlington's coat factory, but I'm just saying. I'm like my thing is this. If I know I'm not making enough money at Burlington, then I'm like, okay, then that's why I'm gonna try to get me a promotion, or I'm gonna try to get me a second job. So it's like, okay, I get a little bit more of an income. Like that's why I was like, with content creating, it's like, yeah, it's like I wasn't I didn't have the money to, go out and get the best of the best gear and stuff. So yeah, it's like, that's where you go, you get you a secondary job. So it's like, overall you can put yourself in situations where it's like, I guess for me, I would ask somebody before I just go and just flat out just steal something. I'm like, I can't get in trouble for asking somebody. If they say no, they say no. Then that's just on me to save up my money and get whatever I need to get and things. But anyways.
All right, because they also got video, which they're going to provide us for all these transactions. So I guess another question is, how do you pick and choose who you're allowing to leave without paying for product? Because some of these are associates that work here.
Two of them are.
Two of them were definitely associates that we know of. Is this something they do that they told you about? Because I mean, they coming up to you asking. I mean, do you know them from like the neighbor? I mean, how do you know them? Are they other than work?
Two of them work. One of them I know.
That works here.
Yeah.
Do you know them prior to working here?
Yeah.
And then did they tell you that this goes on?
No.
So it's like you done got them in this situation. That's messed up.
You ever been arrested before?
No.
You ever been in trouble?
No.
So it's like, why start now?
All right. I know he's talking to some people, but as of right now, if this goes the way it is, it's a felony. You will have to take if they do decide to prosecute. It's up to them. They could turn around and be like, we'll work something out with you. I have no control over that. If they do, the only thing I would definitely be cognizant of is that this is a felony. So they have a certain amount of time that they can report this without any repercussions. So if they decide to work out a payment plan, which I have no control over at all, and you fail on that payment plan, they can call us right back. And with everything I have here, and after speaking with you, there's without doubt probable cause for a felony theft of $3,000.
Yeah, because that. I don't know if you guys are overall new to the channel, but this is something that I have talked on before, where it depends on the state, I believe, and just I think anywhere, honestly. But Some people it might count as a felony charge if it's $100, and then it might be $1,000, and it might be $10,000. You know, honestly, don't go off up in the place and try to steal $10,000 worth of stuff. You shouldn't be $1 worth of stuff. But yeah, it's different in a bunch of different areas, because there's some places where it might be like $1,500. You know, then there's other areas where it might be 100, 200. You know, whichever and things. But anyways.
So if that's something that they allow to happen, again, I have no control. Then it's something that you need to stay with, because there's enough. I mean, there's $1,000. You could almost be charged with a scheme to defraud. If you're working with other people to defraud Burlington, that's another charge on top of it. It's not just a theft of $3,000 because you didn't keep the product. You don't have it. You allowed it to walk out. So there's a charge on the books. It's called a scheme to defraud, which is you're facilitating it and other people are benefiting from it. Because you're not benefiting. You didn't get any of the product. It's not like it's sitting in the car waiting for you to get out, unless you all are taking it and reselling it
I didn't know that.
outside. I get it. Listen, times are tough, right? I get it. Trust me, I understand that. But you also have to understand, too, that you're not talking a couple hundred, it's $3,000. You've been here since March.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that would prosecute.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to. I am going to be cordial, and I'm gonna respect you. We're gonna get everything we need from him. We're gonna walk you out like normal. So you give us any indication that you're not gonna cooperate, you're going in cuffs. You're gonna go in cuffs at one point, but instead of what they call perp walking you to the store and embarrassing you in front of all these people, we can do it cordially, and then we can go outside, because this isn't going to be you get released here. You have to go. You're going to go to county. So you're going to buy that. I mean, if it was a misdemeanor, I could release you on scene. I can't. This is $3,000. I can't do that. So you have to. You're going to have to see a judge. If you ain't got no record. What's that?
I got to stay the night.
It's a felony. If we don't get you down there quick enough, yeah.
Dang.
I can't undo that. But if you got a good record, no history. You know, there might be an ROR. That's up to the judge. Where do you stay at? Okay, so guess what? I'll take you out there. All right? Because I can take you to gun club, which means someone got to come all the way over here to coast to get you. I can take you out to the Glades, which is where we're supposed to take you. And then when you get out, you're right there. All right? I'm going to do as best I can. As long as you cooperate with us and be cordial, then we can work. And he's with me. We got you. We can take care of this. But if you start acting up, cuffs and all the way through. All right?
Where's your purse?
In the locker.
All right.
In her vehicle.
All right.
She's got what she wants out of it. So if you want to go back to the sub with me and help me do the property real quick.
All right.
And then we can get her down where we got to go. Like I said, man, if you cooperate, let's go this route. If you don't,
Well, you want to leave your stuff in the car?
to the bag.
All right.
She's going to take a couple items that she needs and the rest of that.
Messed up, but I mean, drop down
Show us
yourself.
where your car is. One of us will take that out there and drop it off. Once you go to my car, we have to go in cuffs, and then we'll give you I'll double them up. Then we'll transport you to our district to do our paperwork. We're not going to do it here in front of the store.
This is the black Impala.
What's that?
It's the black Chevy
This
Impala.
black Chevy Impala?
Yeah.
All right, you want to get that in the keys? This is me right here. We'll try and make it as comfortable as we can, right? It ain't built for comfort. Hold on, we got one. We're going to double it up, which will give you a little bit more freedom, all right?
The employee was charged with grand theft and sentenced to 9 months of probation. To make matters worse, while on probation, she was charged with petty theft after being caught stealing again. Talk about a lesson learned.
She got like a what they call that when a person's addicted to stealing? Like, what is it called when a person is addicted to stealing? kleptomania. I think it's a kleptomaniac. Is it kleptomaniac? I feel like it's kleptomaniac. Hold on for a second. Kleptomaniac. Yeah, that's what it that's overall. But yeah, it's like the thing is this. That cop said he'll be calm, cool, collected with you, like you all this stuff. You just turn around and do it all over again. Then it's like that's what it's like. How's a person, they go and they see this video and then they see you somewhere else and then you trying that whole crying like, oh, fam, I'm like, I ain't hearing none of that. I see your body cam video. You came in here. You still in. You know what you doing. You at old enough age to understand. I ain't even gonna be doing all that extra stuff with you. You under arrest. Let's go. I'm like, I ain't even hearing all that extra stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. That's some crazy stuff too. It's like, you do this your first time. Yeah, she got issues. She got problems. But no, if you guys haven't though, make sure you go subscribe to A Matter of Crime for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.